The action returns to Eagle Farm on Saturday, and you have opted to run OSMOSE in the listed Tattersall's Mile with Tim Clark in the saddle. This European import by OMNI ran third in the Group 3 Pam O'Neill Stakes before finishing fourth last time out in the Magic Millions National Classic. Are you happy with her progress ahead of Saturday's race?
Yeah, most certainly. I feel she's in excellent order, particularly her last two runs. They've been very good. Her run in the Pam O'Neill was excellent, and things just didn't quite go away in the Magic Millions Classic. But both races, she was strong through the line. Really enjoyed those mile races. So I think now she's ready to hit her peak. Hopefully she can break through for that important stakes win.
MENSA has done everything right since heading south to our Flemington stable. He's had 3 trials and a recent jump out, so he's as fit as can be, and he's gone close to winning when first up on a couple of occasions. So we know he goes well when fresh. How do you rate his chances on Saturday in the benchmark 84 handicap over 1400 metres at Caulfield?
He's in great shape. He's starting to pay for his consistency now, resuming in a much higher grade this time round. So he may need that run or two to really sort of hit his straps and find where he's best placed. But in saying that, he's had those extra couple of trials. He's been treading water after missing a run because of the heavy tracks in Melbourne. Obviously enjoys a much drier and firmer surface, so watch the conditions on the weekend. But he seems very well in himself. He's there to run a big race and feel he's in good shape.
The stable has a number of runners at Royal Randwick on Saturday, including last start winner OMNI, who will step up to 1100 metres second up. How has he come on since his recent win?
He seems in really good shape. His first up win was excellent. He's got a very good fresh record. The challenge for him is putting a couple of those form runs together. He's been a little bit inconsistent previously in his preparations. He is a gelding this time round, so hoping to see a much better run from him at his second up record this time in.
Larry Nesbitt's colours were on display at Royal Ascot on Thursday when New Endeavour came so close to winning the Britannia Stakes for his new connections after we purchased him from the Goffs London sale on Monday. Adam Hieronymus will be wearing the same silks on board STONECOAT in the benchmark 78 handicap over 1400 metres. He's won first up before. Can he do it again on Saturday?
I feel the horse is in good order. He's progressed nicely through his grades, particularly last preparation. The form around him has been very good. His 2-year-old form and the early 3-year-old forms well and truly stood up. He may find them at this level a little bit sharp for him at the 1400 metres. I think once we can stretch him out that little bit further, he'll be better placed. But he's in good shape, and I feel he's in for a nice preparation.
Too Much Caviar has 2 trials under his belt ahead of his first up run for Blue Blood Thoroughbreds. You're starting him at 1400 metres this campaign, which is a distance he's won over before. Talk us through his chances.
He's been quite a consistent horse throughout his career, very, very honest. I feel he's nice and forward from his 2 trials, so he's there to certainly put in a forward showing on Saturday. 1400 metres he can certainly be effective at. I feel he's best placed at the mile and beyond, but returning fresh, he can certainly show a nice return.
Venetian Blue has a couple of options this weekend over a mile and 1800 metres. How has she settled back into life at Tulloch Lodge after her trip up north for the Group 2 The Roses?
Yeah, I thought she's excellent. She had a few excuses for her failure in Queensland. A couple of runs prior to that I thought were full of merit. She showed she's back in good order with a strong third at Warwick Farm the other day. I think she'll continue to improve. Looking towards the 1800 metres, if she can get a run in that race, I do feel she's got the potential to stay. So we'll test her at that trip if we get the opportunity. But she's improving and holding her form well.
The stable has a couple of runners on Sunday at Werribee. Redoubt So is pleasing us ahead of her return to the races. Her trial and jump out have brought her along and helped get her fitness levels where they need to be, and she'll enjoy starting off over 1400 metres. Are you happy with how she's come back into work after her recent spell?
Yeah, most certainly. She's back a much stronger and more mature mare this time round. She's shown form previously. Obviously her sister had showed nice progress last campaign and excelled once she was able to get out and trip, and I think that'll be the same case with Redoubt So. So 1400 metres is a nice starting point, but I do feel we'll see more from her as we get deeper into the preparation.
LABARNA is delighting us ahead of his first start. His 2 jump outs have been encouraging, and 1100 metres is a suitable starting point for him on debut, but he's certainly going to be better better suited by longer trips in time. What can you tell us about this 2-year-old gelding by Written Tycoon?
Yeah, he's a nice raw individual, a lot to like about him, particularly going forward. I certainly think the potential is there. We've seen that natural ability in his jump outs. Hopefully his class can get him through there on Sunday. 1100 metres, as you point out, maybe a little bit short for him, but he's a nice type of horse that's fit and forward for the run. He's been well educated and ready to go. So his class may be able to get him through, but certainly a nice one for us going forward.